Well, hello, my soul friends. It's Victoria on the Soul Nurture channel, and just a quick video for you. I tried to come on live last night, and my camera wouldn't work. So I'm just going to share what was on my heart yesterday, today. So enjoy. Truly, what was on my heart, and still is on my heart, as we are in the holiday season here, is how are you keeping your light bright during the holiday season? How do you do that? How is your light? And what I mean by light, I mean your soul essence, your, oh, that sweet spot when you're just in flow with who you are and who you were created to be, that bright light that you were created with to bring into the world as your gifts, as your contribution. Well, around this time of the year, I know that that light can get dim. I know that for a lot of people, the light got dim around the election. I don't mean to laugh because it's a real thing. But I'm inviting us to reignite our light, to bring as much of our inner light to the time of celebration and honoring the season of light, right? So let's just do a real quick check-in. How are you feeling in terms of your radiant soul essence? Is your light a little dim? Are you listening to too much of the noise of the world or the news of the world? Are you not stoking the fire with good self-care and what brings you joy and what you're passionate about? What happens around this time of the year, I see with many, including myself, I've really worked on this. We can get so pressurized or put pressure on ourselves with what's happening around this time, and I think, well, I believe anyway, part of that, the challenge is the conditioning of what holiday season should look like. That nasty word should, you should, it should, is weighted. And if we have conditioning around holidays, and conditioning, I want to say, is different than traditions. Traditions are awesome, but traditions bring joy. Conditioning creates limitations and stress. So I found this quote. Actually, I've known of this quote for a while, and it came up on yesterday when I was thinking about going live. And then I just opened up this whole, you know, world to me that I didn't know, because I love this author, Paulo Coelho. He wrote The Alchemist. And this quote, I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to tell you what I discovered yesterday, because maybe it'll help you. And that is this: warriors of light are not perfect. Their beauty lies in accepting this fact and still desiring to grow and to learn. The warrior of light is a believer, because it's he, but I'm going to say she. He believes in miracles. Miracles begin to happen. And there's another, it goes on. That's the quote I usually quote. Usually I just quote, warriors of light are not perfect. And that's what my point is for the holiday season. Perfection is an illusion. It's not real. It's conditioning. So I'm inviting you to just shed the weight of trying to be perfect, trying to follow the conditioned way of being, to let your light guide, illuminate a new way to do the holidays, right? So warriors of light are not perfect. Their beauty lies in accepting this fact and still desiring to grow and to learn. That right there is the quote I love to remind people of. We're here to learn and grow, right? And then it goes on with because he believes in miracles, miracles begin to happen. Because he is sure that his thoughts can change his life begins to change. Because he is certain that he will find love, love appears. A warrior does not spend his days trying to play the role that others have chosen for him. Another key: what roles are you playing around the holidays? Here's something, and it shouldn't be a secret. You can change the roles that you've been given. You can create the roles that feel more like your soul is awake and alive through that. But you don't have to do the same thing you've always done. You can create your holidays in a way that brings more spark of joy and light for yourself and others, right? The rabbit hole I fell into yesterday was I did not know that Paulo Coelho, I hope I'm saying that right, um, also has a book called The Light of the Warrior, or something like that. I should look that up, but it's Warriors of Light. He has a book called The Warriors of Light, and I'm ordering that. It's also on YouTube. I imagine it is on all platforms. So, but it's all about this concept. How do we? How are we as warriors of light? How do we manage what is? And some people have an adverse response to the word warrior, but really it's just meaning that you're guarding, you're protecting, you're fighting for something. And in this case, I'm inviting you to fight for the light that is you and this season. Okay? So, as I was saying, external pressure can create more triggering events. Triggers happen when this is my definition, when a live wire from a previous wound gets activated in present time. And when that happens, I think it's called the HPA axis. It's a system connected to the amygdala, the midbrain. This is where all of our trauma and our painful memories are stored so that we don't repeat pain. We don't repeat it, right? So, and it releases like cortisol and other stress hormones. So we can get triggered and more stressed when the world is pressurizing us. Now think about your life as your day-to-day routine that you do. Some of you have really good self-care. You have a routine of meditating, of exercising, as before you start your day even. But then when the heat gets turned up around the holidays, there's more things to do. Your to-do list gets bigger. The pressure gets larger. And what happens? We get stressed. What happens when we get stressed? Our light goes dim. What happens when our light goes dim? We are not in our authentic experience, right? And we may miss the whole occasion, right? So when there are stressful times, the transformational key is extreme self-care. Not letting your routine that supports your well-being fall aside, which we do. I mean, I know a lot of us, like the holidays come, forget the healthy diet that keeps your blood sugar normal and good. You're eating more sugar, you're eating more things you wouldn't eat, you're staying up later, you're drinking more, you're doing all these things. I'm just inviting you to think about what choices you're making. Does it brighten your light, empower you, illuminate your soul? Or are you pressurizing yourself from the pressure of the external? Just thinking about that. So here's a thought. This is one of the little transformational tips I have. I always advise my clients to create a mission statement, not just for their life, not just for their career, not just for one thing that's the overall arching thing, but any time you want to hold a container for whatever you're going to experience. Similar to intention, when you set an intention, it kind of bookmarks your brain, or it kind of sets up the reticular activating system, which is like Google search, to kind of hold you in this container. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're creating. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're cultivating, right? So create a mission statement for the holiday season, even if it's 3 words. My mission for the holiday season is to embody joy, love, and peace. There you go. And then when you have your mission statement, you focus on that. And then you have it as a kind of a compass. Is this choice aligned with joy, peace? What else did I say? Hope, whatever the words are, or not? Is this thought? Is this pattern? Is what I'm going to say? Does this help me embody the spirit of that mission statement, or not so much, right? So a mission statement is very helpful for everything. Why not for the holidays? You could do it for a relationship. You could do it for a new project. It just kind of helps keep your mind, body, and soul, helps get alignment, right? When you're aligned with your soul desires, that's where flow and manifestation happens, right? Okay. So here's another tip for you. Embody that mission statement or the spirit of the holiday season, right? Embody that. That means awaken that in you. Claim that I am peace, I am love, I am joy, I am hope. I'm bringing that to the party. I'm bringing that to my family get together. I'm bringing that wherever I go. Can you imagine, that new popular trending thing, glow up? I love that, by the way. Of course I do. But imagine using this mission statement to glow up or glow wherever you are. Like Martin Luther King had a great saying. He said, be the thermostat, not the temperature. So what does that mean to you? If you choose to have your thermostat set on, what did I say originally? I don't remember, but peace, love, and joy. I'm going to embody peace, love, and joy. And you walk into a room, you are the temperature. I mean, you're the thermostat, but you're inviting people to meet you in peace, love, and joy, right? Instead of being pulled down by the weight of the world, by the negativity, by the noise, you're going to bring the joys. All right, I had to rhyme something, noise and joys. It works, kind of, not really. Bring your silliness, bring your light. What lights you up? And if you're hosting a party, play the music that sings through you. Do whatever, candles, smells, fragrances, your favorite foods, right? But here's the real strong transformational key I wanted to offer to you. Let go of all expectations, because expectations lead to disappointment. Okay. I wrote a blog years ago called From Bliss to Pissed, and you can imagine what that's about. Every year I get, it's slowed down a little bit because I wrote this a while ago, but I usually get a request or two of, hey, where can I get that blog? So this year, when I couldn't go live last night, I recorded it. I just read it so that you don't have to read it. I'm saving you the time to read. Just sit with your eyes closed and take in the words, and may they support you. Because, yeah, it's a time of triggering too. So why? The more external pressure, the more we're in familiar, situations like with family members, and maybe there's unresolved stuff, things can bubble up, right? A little extra drink can bring a little extra drama, So, okay. So I also wanted to kind of send from my heart to those who are grieving or in recovery, or just having some growing struggles right now, that my heart is with you. Give yourself permission to create whatever plan works best for you of self-care. And maybe that looks like setting boundaries with your time and what you do and what you don't do. Maybe, and just maybe, you can decide you're going to completely do it all different this year. You don't have to do it. I guess the other point of that, if that one of my themes is let go of perfection, it's an illusion. Let your holiday season time be imperfect, but glorious and beautiful, because it's aligned with your authentic soul expression, right? And if your light is dim because you're grieving or because there are just things going on, you're not going to artificially turn that light up brighter. That's exhausting. Don't need to do that. Honor where you're at, in other words, and take good care of yourself with whatever that looks like for you. So have that good care plan for yourself, and you don't have to do what you always do. In fact, that's how we transform. You no longer do what you've always done. You do something different that grows new potential. And that is true freedom, liberating yourself from conditioning. And the main focus is, how's your light? And how do you reignite or stoke the fire of your light, or your soul fire, I like to say. So my wish for you this holiday season is that you connect to your light, connect to that essence of who you are, and you give yourself permission to shine as brightly as you want to, or maybe not as much as you used to. It's okay. You bring the acceptance to you. And to just consider, this is how we move out of conditioning. Questioning, why do I always do it this way? Does it bring me joy, or does it bring me pressure? And then get creative and say, what do I want to do differently? Or what, maybe have a family meeting. What can we do differently that meets the need of joy, of celebration, but not with all the stress and chaos? Yes, you can do it a new way. And yes, you can shine brighter. And I'll leave you with this. I bought this quote or this from my best friend Lori years ago, a little plaque that said this, and this will be my last offering to you. Don't get your tinsel all in a tangle. Just light. That's the quote. Just keep your light bright. Shine and illuminate a new path forward through the holidays that allows you to maintain or create the atmosphere of holidays that most feeds your soul, nurtures your soul. Okay. Anyway, thinking of all of you out there, drop me a note, comment, an email, and let me know how you're doing. I'm going to be doing a wrap up of 2024. I think it will be a video or just a guided meditation. I'm not sure. I'm preparing for a sold out women's retreat in Cabo in January. I'm still getting I'm doing the transformational teaching part of it for 7 days in Cabo. So I know someone has to do it, and it's me. And that actually very appropriately is called Let Your Soul Shine. It's a series of retreats that a friend of mine and I may be doing more of in the future. Let your soul shine. So yes, let your soul shine this holiday season. Tell me about it. What things do you do to ignite your light, to stoke the fire of your passion and joy? And what are you going to do differently? Because you have permission to do it differently. Okay? All right. Peace and joy be with you this holiday season and always. It's always an honor when you stop by to visit my channel. Please let me know where you're viewing from, and I'll be back again next week with another video. Take good care. Until then, bye-bye.